What's up, KFG crew and KFG Kings? It's your boy, bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I'll go over my WWE Raw review on highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys watch this full video before you connect with me the right way. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And also, make sure you guys turn on the red bell when I go live on YouTube or premiere a brand new video. And thank you guys for coming to my live stream yesterday. I really had fun in my live stream yesterday on YouTube. But anyway, let's get started. Now, Raw was a 5 out of 10, and I'm just going to leave it at that. So we go to the show, Then, Now, Forever, Together. The WWE video leads us into the show. The Raw video plays, and we go live into the mood center to see a big technics display. Now, this promo with Seth Rollins was lame. This was lame promo by Seth Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins makes his way to the ring. The crowd sings his song. Seth Rollins welcomes Portland to Monday Night Raw. Rollins says he is the host of the show. He is the visionary and revolutionary. He is Seth freaking Rollins. The crowd sings his song again. Seth Rollins has a question for the audience. Do they believe in karma? Good things to good things to good people and bad things to bad people. Seth Rollins was skeptical, but 9 days ago at Clash at the Castle, the universe was in the perfect harmony because he beat Matt Riddle. Seth Rollins stumped his head into the mat twice and had 60,000 fans singing his song. The crowd boos, but some of them sing his song. Seth Rollins says he knows he is living rent-free in the brain of Riddle because he has requested a rematch. The problem is Rollins isn't too interested in a rematch. The crowd boos. Seth Rollins says they may be wondering what is next for him. While they ponder that question, Seth Rollins cuts off by chance for a rematch. Seth Rollins says he isn't interested in a rematch against Riddle, so they can zip it. The crowd boos. What Rollins is interested in is the fact that it has been too far long since he has held a championship gold. So Matt Riddle music hits. And he makes his way down to the ring. Riddle says, bro, then he charges the ring. Riddle and Rollins brawl. Riddle takes it to him with kicks before Rollins powering him to the corner. Riddle lifts him up and slams him over the top rope. Riddle goes outside, but Seth Rollins backs him into the commentary table before jumping into the crowd. Matt Riddle follows him into the crowd, but Seth Rollins managed to escape and runs up the ramp to the back. Riddle goes to chase him, but the music of the Judgment Day hits. Riddle stops in his tracks. Finn Balor and Damien Priest stand in the middle. Stands in Riddle's way. Riddle takes his shirt off and gets in the ring, ready to fight. Balor says they're friends and not here to fight. Damien Priest tells Riddle to take it easy. Finn Balor and Priest get into the ring. Damien Priest says he goes way back with Riddle. They're here to offer him a spot. The crowd boos. Priest says if Riddle will recall that too long ago, he was being held back. No more. They're here to change that for Riddle. Finn Balor says Riddle has seen how much Dom has grown in the past few weeks. Dom has stepped out of his father's shadow and will take care of Edge tonight. Finn Balor says Riddle has problems and they're problem solvers. Damien Priest says Judgment Day is simple. The crowd chants bro. Damien Priest says that means they want him to join. Matt Riddle can use with the Judgment Day or fall against them. Matt Riddle says they do go way back, but his focus is on Seth Rollins. So the answer is no. Finn Balor says he knows the Law are more relaxed in Portland, so maybe his brain is cloudy. Riddle Riddle can't either stand with them or stand in their way. Balor is in Riddle's face. Riddle floors him with a vicious knee to the face. Riddle then clotheslines Damien Priest out of the ring. Finn Balor angrily holds his jaw at ringside. I'm just gonna say this, man. The rematch between Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins, I am not feeling it. I'm not feeling the feud itself. I'm not feeling it as well. That's just my opinion. I'm not feeling it, the rematch between Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins. I don't want to see that rematch again. Anyway, let's continue. Commercial break. So we go to Matt Riddle versus Finn Balor, accompanied by Damian Priest. Now I must say, this match, I'm gonna say this match was okay for what it was. It was just pretty good. Pretty good match. We joined this match in progress. Balor is chopping Riddle, but Riddle fights back with two gut wrench suplex and a bro time for a 2 count. Finn Balor fights back and takes Riddle down. Balor applies a chin lock, but Riddle soon fights up and takes him down. Riddle goes for a bro time, but Finn Balor rolls out of the way. Finn Balor forearms him a few times for a 2 count. Balor elbows Riddle in the back of the neck and hits a snap suplex for another 2 count. Balor turns Riddle onto his stomach and applies a modified crossface. Riddle fights up and gets Balor on his shoulders. Then Balor slides off and connects with a neckbreaker for a 2 count. Then Balor gets to his feet and looks frustrated. Balor steps onto the bottom rope and hit a slingshot stomp. Balor repeats this a few times and smiles at the crowd. Balor puts Riddle against the ropes and punches, but Riddle soon connects with a body scissors to take him to the ringside. Riddle goes to the apron for a running kick, but he puts the brakes on when Damien Priest gets in his way. Then Balor takes control, takes down Riddle on the apron and stands on the neck. Riddle right back and lifts Balor, but Balor slides off and hits a falling elbow drop on the apron. Riddle screams, "Oh my neck!" Commercial break. We come back from the break to see Riddle forearm Balor back, but Balor quickly responds with a kick to the knee. Balor puts him up to his feet, but Riddle comes right back with a fisherman suplex. Riddle gets to his feet and hits at some quick strikes before hitting an overhead kick. Riddle kips up and hits some running forearms in the corner before hitting an exploder suplex. Finn Balor quickly rolls out of the ring, so Riddle quickly goes to the apron and hit a running kick. Damien Priest runs over to check on Balor, so Riddle takes them out with a springboard floating bro. Riddle gets back. I'm sorry, not Riddle. Yeah, Riddle gets Balor in the ring. Balor knocks Riddle back and goes for a sling blade, but Riddle gets out of it. Riddle quickly takes him down with a ripcord knee. Riddle takes a few moments to recover before going to the top rope. Damien Priest gets on the apron to distract him, so Riddle gets down. Balor rolls him up for a 2 count. Balor quickly hits a falling elbow drop, and they both down in the ring. Suddenly, Rey Mysterio jumps Damien Priest from behind and hits a crossbody block over the barricade. Rey Mysterio and Priest brought into the crowd. In the ring, Riddle lifts Balor and hits a bro to sleep. Riddle follows up with a German suplex with a bridge for a near fall. Riddle sets Balor up and goes to the top rope. Riddle goes for a floating bro, but Balor gets the knees up. Balor hits a rude drop kick into the corner before heading to the top rope. Riddle avoids the coup de grace and grabs Balor. Riddle hangs him on the ropes and hits a draping DDT. Riddle drops down in a Randy Orton. All of a sudden, He pops up to cut off Seth freaking Rollins before he attacks. Finn Balor grabs Riddle and hits 1916. Balor goes to the top rope and hits the Dakota guns for the win. The winner of the match, Finn Balor. This was a pretty good match. Pretty good match. After the match, Seth Rollins gives Riddle a stomp. Seth Rollins shouts, "It's over." You know what? Seth Rollins struggles before leaving the ring. Okay, let's move on. So we get Sarah Screamer is backstage with Damage Control. Bayley says there shouldn't even be a rematch for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship tonight, since her girls should be champions. They pinned the wrong person. Dakota Kai says they're in control tonight. Io Sky says this is their division. Bayley is asked about being the first person to pin Bianca Belair in some time, but she declines to comment. So we go to commercial break, and then a pre-tape promo is showing with Dominic Mysterio. He's only been known as the son of the legendary Rey Mysterio. That all changed at Clash at the Castle because for the first time ever he felt alive. Dominic became his own person. Dominic was done was taking the disrespect and just bottling it up inside. Edge guy decided exactly what he deserved. Replay are showing of Dominic kicking Edge in the groin. Dominic will finish what he started tonight. As for his father, he knows he's disappointed in him, but that's too bad. This is his life, not right. Instead of being upset with him, Rey Mysterio looked into the mirror and asked why he never bothered to get to know him. Why instead of trying to teach him, he didn't ask what he wanted for his career. For such a tiny man, Ray casts a large shadow, and Dominic is done living under it. Rhea Ripley, she whispered into his ear. Dominic says he's not Ray's baby boy anymore. He's a man. Dominic gets up and walks away. Rhea Ripley is left evilly smiling into the camera. Alright, let's move on. So we get a video package, Johnny Gargano's career. Austin Theory is shown in a pre-tape promo today. Theory says he's too busy to take on Johnny Gargano in his first match back, but he has the perfect person for him. Chad Gable. Gable says Johnny Wrestler will be known as Johnny Shush after tonight. And a thank you. So let's move on. The WWE Women's Tag Team Championship will be on the line next. Commercial break. Replay are showing of Aaliyah rolling up Dakota Kai 2 weeks ago on Raw to win the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Dakota Kai is not the legal competitor. So we get the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. Damage Control, Dakota Kai and Io Sky, accompanied by Bayley versus Raquel, Rodriguez, and Aaliyah. Now I am so happy about the outcome that Io Sky and Dakota Kai has won the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. I am so happy. So thank you, Io Sky, and thank you, Dakota Kai. This match, I'm just gonna say this match was I'm gonna say this match was decent. This was a decent match. Raquel Rodriguez will start against Dakota Kai. Rodriguez blocks a right hand and lifts her up for a suplex. Aaliyah tags in. Rodriguez hits a release front suplex, and Aaliyah takes Kai down for a 2 count. Aaliyah avalanches Kai in the corner. Rodriguez tags in and hits an avalanche for a 2 count. Rodriguez wrenches the arm and lifts Kai up before taking her down for another 2 count. Bayley doesn't look happy at ringside. Rodriguez lifts her up again, but Kai counters into a sunset flip attempt. Rodriguez quickly elbows her, so Kai rolls out of the ring to recover. Io Sky runs in, but Rodriguez drops her on the apron. Io Sky loses her balance and falls to the floor. Aaliyah runs in, and Rodriguez presses her over the head and throws her out of the ring onto Dakota Kai and Io Sky. Commercial break. We come back from the break to see Rodriguez takes Io Sky down with a shoulder tackle. Aaliyah tags in and comes off the middle rope with a shot to the arm. Io Sky fights back, but Aaliyah keeps up. Io Sky reverses a whip to the corner, but Aaliyah slingshots over her. Aaliyah hits a Thou's press and punches away at her. Io Sky quickly gets to her feet and kicks her in the midsection. Io Sky, Io Sky goes for a move, but Aaliyah takes her down with a hip toss and tag with a hip toss. Dakota Kai tag in and sweeps the feet for a 2 count. Dakota Kai closes the back and whips her into the corner. Dakota Kai hits a running boot to the head for a near fall. Dakota Kai puts Aaliyah in the corner and tags Io Sky in. Io Sky stomps Aaliyah down in the corner before the referee backs her up. Io Sky hits a running double knees in the corner for tagging Dakota Kai back in. Dakota Kai attacks before Io Sky comes in. Io Sky applies a surfboard stretch, but Aaliyah fights up. Io Sky holds her back, but Aaliyah fights her. Io Sky shoves her and throws her towards the corner. Dakota Kai attacks in. Dakota Kai and Io Sky goes for a double team suplex, but Aaliyah lands on her feet and hits a double neck breaker. Rodriguez tags in and shoulder tackles Io Sky and Dakota Kai. Rodriguez hits Dakota Kai with a pair of clotheslines followed by a fallaway slam. Rodriguez hits a slingshot, twisted elbow drop. Rodriguez puts Dakota Kai on her shoulders and Aaliyah tags in. Dakota Kai slides off, but Rodriguez quickly big boosts her down. Rodriguez then gives Aaliyah an alley oop onto Dakota Kai, but Io Sky breaks the pin up. Rodriguez runs in, but Io Sky uppercuts her. Io Sky goes for a hurricanrana, but Rodriguez holds her up. Io Sky shifts her weight to bring her over the top rope with a hurricanrana in the ring. Aaliyah pins Dakota Kai for a 2 count. Aaliyah hits a jawbreaker and a springboard facebuster. Aaliyah covers, but Bailey puts Dakota Kai's foot on the ropes, on the bottom rope. Dakota Kai it was under the bottom rope before that even happened. At ringside, Aaliyah hits Bailey with a baseball slide. Rodriguez grabs Bailey and turns for Io Sky to hit a moonsault, but Io Sky is still setting herself up. Io Sky then nearly comes up short on a moonsault off the top rope to the floor. That was pretty nasty landing. In the ring, Dakota Kai takes Aaliyah down and hits an inverted backstabber for the win. The winner of the match and new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Damage Control, Dakota Kai and Io Sky. Now this outcome makes me happy that Io Sky and Dakota Kai won the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, so I'm so happy about the outcome. Now, Aaliyah got carried by Rodriguez to win the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions until they lost to Damage Control. Now, Damage Control, Io Sky and Dakota Kai are your new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. So I'm happy about the outcome. All right, let's move on. Damage Control celebrates on the ramp. A big firework display goes off. Aaliyah weeps at ringside as Rodriguez consoles her. Now, let's move on. Dominic Mysterio is warming up backstage when his father Ray comes up to him. Ray had no idea he was holding all that inside him. Ray apologizes and says he doesn't need to go through with this match against Edge. Ray begs him for a chance to make this right and be a family. Dominic never looks at him. Ray begs him not to fight Edge. Edge is like a brother, Yeah, Edge is like a brother to Ray and his uncle to Dominic. And Ray knows Dominic is angry, but when Edge is back into a corner, he won't hold back. Ray says if Dominic fights Edge, things will never go back to how they were. Edge is that dangerous. Rhea Ripley comes over and says Edge isn't the only one. That's dangerous. Dominic isn't a boy anymore. He is his own man. Poppy knows best. Rhea Ripley leads Dominic away. So we get a shush, please. Alpha Academy makes their way to the ring. Chad Gable will battle Johnny Gargano next. So we go to commercial break. So we get Chad Gable versus Johnny Gargano. Good match. This was a good match. The bell rings and Johnny Gargano's first match in nearly a year kicks off. Gargano goes for a takedown, but Gable quickly gets out of it. A Gargano wrestling chant picks up. Gargano rolls and picks the ankle to take Gable down. They tussle around the ring a bit before getting to their feet in a stalemate. Um, they circle the ring and locked up. Gable applies a slide, a side headlock, and takes Gargano down before applying an arm lock. Gargano fights up and slingshots over him before hitting a flying hurricanrana. Gargano hits some arm drags and a back heel kick. Gargano goes for a wheelbarrow, but Gable counters it. Gable counters Wilbur, but Gable counters it. Gargano takes him down for a 2 count. Gargano applies a front face lock. Gable tries to fight out, but Gargano holds him. Gable gets to his feet and slides out before punching Gargano in the face. Gable turns the crowd and shakes his right hand. Gable has Gargano up in the corner and chops the chest twice. Gable applies a waist lock, and Otis shouts squeeze him. They each counter the waist lock before Gargano takes him down and kicks him in the face. Gable rolls out of the ring to recover. As he goes to get back in, Gargano kicks him in the face. Gargano goes to the apron and hits a senton to the floor. Commercial break. We come back from the break to see Gargano working over to see Gable working over Gargano's knee. During the break, Gable hits a dragon screw on the ropes. Gable stretches out the knee and continually taunts the crowd. Gable hits a knee breaker and a back suplex for a 1 count. Gable attacks the knee some more and applies a knee lock. Gable goes for a leg lock, but Gargano kicks him away. Gable goes over to the ropes but pulls himself back in. Gargano fights back and hits a running crossbody block. Gargano hits a clothesline and a step up in security. Gargano limps to the corner in charge, but Gable puts him on the apron. Gable hits the ropes, but Gargano hits a sling shot spear for a near fall. Gargano lifts Gable, but Gable slides off. Gargano elbows him back and rolls him. Gable rolls through and avoids a kick. Gable applies an ankle lock. Gargano fights out, but Gable gets him over his shoulders and hits a hangman's DDT for a near fall. Gable goes to the top rope for a moonsault, but he lands on his feet. When Gargano moves, they trade blows before Gable hits a beautiful bridging German suplex for a near fall. Gable goes to the top rope for a flying head, but Gargano avoids it and applies the Gargano escape. Gable rolls through and goes back to the ankle lock. Gargano rolls through and sends him into the ropes. Gable fights back and goes for American Automatic, but Gargano counters into a roll up. Gable turns on him, but Gargano gets out. They punches at him, punch, but they punch each other before Gargano takes him down with a disgust lariat. A light, this is awesome chant picks up. Gable charge Gargano, but Gargano gives him a back body drop over the top rope. Otis catches Gable, so Gargano hits him with a suicide dive. Gargano puts Gable in the ring and super kicks Otis back. Gargano then hits Gable with one final beat for the win. The winner of the match, Johnny Gargano. This was a good match. Otis runs in, but Gargano avoids him. Gargano hits two suplex that don't take Otis down. Gargano tells him to suck it and gets out of the ring. Gargano celebrates while Gargano up the ramp. Suddenly, Austin Theory attacks him from behind with the Money in the bank briefcase. Theory takes a selfie with their falling Gargano. All right, let's move on. So we get a commercial break. Austin Theory is in the ring when we come back from the commercial. Theory asked if Johnny Gargano disappointed them. Somebody had to show him how it works around here. To him, all Johnny wrestling is an overrated bottom feeding fish at the bottom of the food chain. Did he ruin Johnny Gargano's big moment? Theory gets upset with the what chant. Kevin Owens' music hits and he comes out of the stage. Kevin Owens and Theory battled last week on Raw in a match that saw Kevin Owens outcome come out. Viciously, a loud KO chant picks up. Kevin Owens begins to talk, but Theory tells him to shut up. Theory is tired of his moment being ruined by idiots like Kevin Owens, Tyson Fury, and Johnny Gargano. Kevin Owens is looking at the future. He is young. He is the youngest Mr. Money in the Bank in history. He will take over this industry. Kevin Owens says Theory tried to say all of that last week. Clearly, his jaw is fixed. They heard for months. They heard for months about how Theory is the future. Kevin Owens told him that he was the handpicked future of WWE. That may have been true, but that's not how it works anymore. Guys like him and Johnny Gargano don't look like Theory. Theory says they never will look like him. None of these people can look like him. Theory gets why they're jealous. He done more than the past 5 months that Kevin Owens and Gargano have done in 5 years. Kevin Owens says statements like that shows how big of a delusional jack you know what Theory is. Theory accomplished all this by being handed opportunities. Theory won the United States title in a match he didn't earn. Got Money in the Bank despite not being in the match. Those were given to him, and Kevin Owens didn't beg Rouge that. Kevin Owens was handed the Universal Champion on the silver platter. That's where the similarity ends. Kevin Owens gets in the ring. Kevin Owens says he and Theory are complete opposite, and he couldn't be prouder of that. Kevin Owens, how many guys do in the ring? How many guys in the last two dedicated have come by WWE just like Theory? How many of them fizzled out and went nowhere? Hundreds. How many guys like Kevin Owens and Gargano have come around WWE and research? Yeah, and reach. I said research, my fault, and reach their levels. You can count that on one hand. People like Theory are a dime and dozens, while people like Kevin Owens and Gargano are 101 million, 101 in a million. People need it says people need people like Kevin Owens and Gargano because they are the heartbeat of this business. Theory and people like him are the impending of the business, completely expendable. Kevin Owens knows he's upsetting him, but he wishes him well. Kevin Owens doesn't think he has the potential to be the future. Kevin Owens tells him to prove him wrong. Theory needs to stop thinking about the moments that were handed to him and create real ones. Let his passion drive him to get better and leave everything in this ring. Kevin Owens shows him and says that's how Theory will prove him wrong. That's how he becomes that he will become the future and the face of WWE. All right, good promo by Kevin Owens. Let me keep going. A loud KO chant picks up. Theory looks crazed before flexing his bicep. Theory says Kevin Owens will never be like him. Kevin Owens signs and says, "Talking sense don't work. Maybe this will." Kevin Owens briefly slaps him in the face. Theory turns and is seething. His bottom lip looks swollen. They get into a huge brawl before referees run down to separate them. Theory and Kevin Owens continually break away from them and continue to brawl. Theory is pulled out of the ring, so Kevin Owens charges and kicks him into the barricade. They fought into the ring. Theory goes to hit him with the briefcase, but Kevin Owens ducks. Kevin Owens goes for a stunner, but Theory gets out of the ring. Theory nose is bust open. Kevin Owens shots that broken nose is just beginning. You know what? That was a good promo by Kevin Owens as well. Bianca Belair will issue an open challenge for the Raw Women's Championship next. Okay, Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair makes her way to the ring to a big reception. And ESC champ picks up. If she learned anything from these past few weeks, that she always needs to stay ready. A champion, she always has a target on her back. That's why she decided to issue an open challenge for the Raw Women's Championship. She's the EST of WWE. You can't whoop her. If anyone wants a piece of the EST, who will it be? Once again, Sonya Deville answers the call. Sonya Deville asks why Bianca Belair looks so confused. Sonya Deville hasn't forgotten what she did to her. Bianca Belair didn't just make a mockery out of her job, but she cost her that job. Bianca Belair tells her to shut up. This is an open challenge, not an open mic. It's time to get things to get this thing started. So we go to commercial break. This don't make any sense. Why is Sonya Deville on Raw and Sonya Deville knows that she's on SmackDown? That makes zero sense. That Sonya Deville is on Raw, but Sonya Deville is on SmackDown. But why would Sonya Deville be on Raw? That makes zero sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. But anyway, so we go to commercial break. So we get the Raw Women's Championship. Bianca Belair versus Sonya Deville. Now, this match is I ain't too much care for this match. This match was awful. The bell rings and Bianca Belair avoids a sliding kick. Bianca Belair takes her down, but Sonya Deville quickly gets to her feet and twists out of a waist lock. Bianca Belair turned it turns it on her and slingshots over her. Sonya Deville goes for a head scissors, but Bianca Belair hits a gut buster for a 2 count. Bianca Belair goes for a screw slam, but Sonya Deville slides off and takes her down. Sonya Deville hits a low drop kick for a 2 count. Sonya Deville kicks away at her in the corner before choking her on the bottom ropes. Sonya Deville takes her down by the ponytail and applies a chin lock. Bianca Belair powers her off and elbows her back. Sonya Deville charges, but she eats a boot. Bianca Belair twisted the apron and knocks her back. Bianca Belair hits a pair of clotheslines and a jaw kick. Bianca Belair hits a nice vertical suplex followed by a handspring standing moonsault for a two for hits a handspring standing moonsault for a near fall. Okay, Sonya Deville rolls out of the ring to recover. Bianca Belair goes to the apron and kicks Sonya Deville back. Bianca Belair goes for a moonsault off the apron, but she lands on her feet. When Sonya Deville moves, Sonya Deville then clotheslines her on the floor. So we go to commercial break. We come back from the break to see Bianca Belair whip Sonya Deville off. Sonya Deville quickly comes back by wrenching the arm and driving her onto the turnbuckle. Sonya Deville kicks away at her and chokes her on the rope. Sonya Deville puts her in the corner and kicks her in the chest. Sonya Deville hits a snapmare and applies a chin lock. Bianca Belair fights up and pulls her off, but Sonya Deville quickly knocks her out of the ring. Sonya Deville grabs the braid and puts her onto the ring post. Sonya Deville taunts the crowd to a loud boo. Sonya Deville bounces her off the commentary table and puts her in the ring for a 1 count. Sonya Deville goes back to the chin lock. Bianca Belair fights up and rolls her up for a 1 count. Bianca Belair blocks a kick and kicks her down. Bianca Belair lifts her and hits a follow-away slam. Bianca Belair goes for a handspring standing moonsault, but Sonya Deville moves. Sonya Deville hits a running knee to the jaw for a near fall. Sonya Deville hits a stiff kick to the chest. Bianca Belair fights up and hits a sloppy spine buster for a 2 count. Bianca Belair doesn't look happy with this match. Sonya Deville kicks Bianca Belair back. Bianca Belair blocks her right hand and goes for a double chicken wing slam, but Sonya Deville counters into a roll up. Bianca Belair goes out and drills her into the corner, drills her to the turnbuckle. Bianca Belair puts her on the top rope, but Sonya Deville knocks her off. Sonya Deville hits a just come bomb lady flying knee for a near fall. Sonya Deville goes for a neck breaker, but Bianca Belair pushes her off. Bianca Belair hits a suplex and rolls to for another, but Sonya Deville gets out. Sonya Deville goes for a chin lock, but Bianca Belair draws her into the corner. Sonya Deville goes for a reverse DDT, but Bianca Belair knees her in the head and uses the ropes to flip her over. Bianca Belair catches her but the kiss of death for the win. The winner is still your Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. This match was god awful. Let's move on. Bianca Belair. I'm sorry, not Bianca Belair. Bailey makes her way to the stage and she says, "Ding dong, hello, champ." Bailey's asked if Bianca Belair was inspired by the championship victory by Dakota Kai and Io Sky. They did exactly what they said they would. They would. Bailey says they would take control of this whole division. Tonight was just the beginning. Since she's out here, she wants to talk about Bianca Belair's victory. Did that make her feel better? Bailey thinks it did. Bailey says that fed just a little bit of her big flat ego. Bailey wants to be truthful. with all their beautiful fans. Bianca Belair won't be able to sleep at night until she gets a rematch. Not rematch, to get a match with Bayley. Is Belair sure that what she wants? Bianca Belair should be embarrassed. Bayley one-handed wasted wrestle in a year, and she still pinned her. Something no one did for over 300 days. Bianca Belair will defend. Not defend. Bianca Belair will have her match when the time is right. The crowd is loudly booing. Bianca Belair challenged challenged her to get in the ring, but she doesn't notice that the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Dakota Kai and Neil Scott are also on the apron. Belair finally sees them and still issues the challenge. Damage Control triple team the Raw Women's Champion. Alexa Bliss and Asuka runs down to make the save. Alexa Bliss DDT Sky, Io Sky, and Asuka knees Dakota Kai in the face. Bayley storms at Bianca Belair and turns to Asuka and Bliss. They corner Bayley into face Bianca Belair. Bayley charges, but Belair gives her a spine buster. But Bayley rolls out of the ring in pain. Belair celebrates with Alexa Bliss and Asuka. Okay, let's move on. So we get Omos is backstage with MVP. He'll be in action. Commercial break. Omos music hits and the screen cuts out. Looks like WWE Fed go out. Fed got cut. A technical difficulty screen pops up for a moment. So we get a 2-on-1 handicap match. Omos. So we get Omos accompanied by MVP. Versus Ka Nash, Mo Razi, and Ryan Toombs. This handicap match was squash. This was a squash handicap match. I didn't even care. Almost avalanches them both. Almost throws one and brings the other into the ring the hard way. Almost hit a double clothesline. Almost ragdolls one of them with a cobra clutch. Almost then grabs the other guy by the throat and gives him a snake eyes, followed by a big boot. Almost hit snake eyes on Mar Rossi and a big boot. Toombs gets a tree slam. Mo Razi meets the same feat. MVP shouts to stack them up. Almost stacks them and puts a foot on them for the victory. The winner of the match, Almost. I didn't even care about this 2-on-1 handicap match. This was a squash. This was a squash 2-on-1 handicap match. Didn't care. Rey Mysterio finds Edge backstage. He's trying to begs him off his son. Edge says sometimes someone needs sense knocked into them. It's better for Edge to do it than Rey. Edge, Edge apologizes right now for what would happen and rocks off. Rey is in tears. Commercial break. WWE puts over their pediatric cancer charity Connor's Court. Replay our showing of Seth freaking Rollins interfering to cost Matt Riddle his match against Finn Balor. After the match, Rollins gave Riddle another stomp. Seth freaking Rollins is walking backstage with Kevin Patrick comes up to him. Kevin Patrick says what he was going to say before Riddle interrupts him. Rollins says the moment has passed. How many times he is going to have to stomp that guy in the head and to the mat before he realized he can't miss going after the face of Monday Night Raw. The United States Championship. Bobby Lashley comes up and says Seth Rollins isn't the face of Monday Night Raw. Lashley says Lashley says he can wear a lot of funny colors, but the only one that matters is gold. The person that holds the gold is in the face of Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins says these MMA guys never gets it. Maybe they're missing some brain center. That that wasn't the goal Seth Rollins was talking about, but he will be happy to take it off his shoulders next week. He'll find out who the face of Raw is. Lashley says they can fight about it. A pre-tape interview is showing with The Miz at his home. Miz children, Madison and Monroe, run up to him. They play his piano. Maurice then walks in. She says they had a huge premiere. Miz asks if it's really comfortable leaving. Maurice asks if it's really about that freak. About that freak. They have a security guard. There's no way he can there's no way he can ever come into this house. Miz says she's right and kiss her. Maurice isn't happy with the cameraman is wearing shoes in their house. Miz tells the cameraman not to say. Dexter Loomis in his house. Miz had a police escort the arena. WWE hired double the security for him for double security for the arena. Still he was able to get in and do what he did. The Miz the do what he did. The Miz says he doesn't want to talk about it. Miz gets upset and says the interview is over. We briefly see Dexter Loomis starting in from outside. Miz gets in the car with his family. He drops off. We see. I'm not saying no. We then see Dexter Loomis inside Manor Miz holding up a drawing of Miz and his family. Dominic Mysterio is walking backstage with Rhea Ripley. He'll battle Edge next. Commercial break. Next week on Raw, Bobby Lashley will defend the United States Championship against Seth Freaking Rollins. Replay on showing of Kevin Owens verbally ripping Austin Theory apart early tonight. They then got into a brawl after that. Theory bleeding from the nose. Next week, Kevin Owens will battle Austin Theory. So we get the main event of the evening. So we get Edge versus Dominic Mysterio. I come be by Rhea Ripley. This main event was garbage. Garbage main event. Okay. The bell rings and Edge goes right after Mysterio, knocking him into the corner. Edge shouts at him and punches away at him. Edge whips him the opposite corner and hits a corner clothesline. Edge shouts that this is what Dominic wanted and he punches him back in the corner. Edge whips him in the corner, but Mysterio slingshots over him. Mysterio charges, but Edge big boots him down. Edge clubs the spine twice before hitting a scoop slam. Mysterio rolls out of the ring and goes over to Ripley. Ripley gives him a pep talk and tells him to teach Edge who Dominic Mysterio is. Mysterio gets in the ring, and Edge knocks him back. Mysterio rolls and keeps up, but Edge easily clotheslines him down. Edge hits a low drop kick that sends Mysterio flying to the ringside. Edge goes outside and takes Mysterio down to the floor. Edge bounces Mysterio on the barricade and mocks Dominic. Edge bounces him off the commentary table and clears it. Mysterio punches back at Edge. Edge reverses a whip into the steel steps. Mysterio begs him off and calls him Uncle Edge. Edge boos him. Edge boots him and puts him back in the ring. Mysterio distracts the referee, so Ripley chop blocks Edge leg. Edge leg was injured by Judgment Day. Last week, Mysterio then sends Edge into the knees, and his Edge knees into the steps. Commercial break. Okay, it says commercial break. Okay, cool. So we're in this commercial break. So let's move on. Oh, here it is. So we're in the commercial break. So we're in the commercial break. We come back from the break to see Mysterio taking it to Edge. Mysterio punches him down and attacks the injured knee. Mysterio applies a knee lock on Ripley, and knee lock and Ripley is smiling at ringside. Edge kicks Mysterio off. Mysterio hooks the head and grates. Mysterio starts up the Three Amigos and grates like Eddie Guerrero before hitting the third suplex. Mysterio goes to the top rope, but Edge catches him up there. Edge strikes him a few times before climbing the ropes to attempt a superplex. Edge headbutts him and headbutts him a bunch of times before standing on the top rope. Rhea Ripley climbs up and holds Mysterio's ankle, causing Edge to fall back. Mysterio stands on the spot. Mysterio stands on the top rope and hits a big false splash for a near fall. Mysterio sets up a figure four leg lock, but Edge kicks him into the ring post. Mysterio appears to have hit his head on the his head looks sloppy. This loopy. Mysterio reverses and charges, but Edge hits a flapjack. Edge hits a clothesline and Edge automatic for a 2 count. Mysterio quickly hooks the injured leg and punches away at the knee. Edge quickly boots him back with his good leg. Edge hits a limper DDT, but Edge is too injured to follow up. Edge gets to his feet, and the crowd does it well. Edge goes for a spear, but Mysterio counters into a single leg crowd. Edge screams in pain and teases tapping out, but he soon powers up and twists out. Edge cradles him for a near fall. Edge gives him a stun gun and ties his arms up with the ropes. Ripley looks worried. Edge shouts that Dominic wanted this. Edge starts punching away at the defenseless Dominic Mysterio. The referee backs him up, but Edge goes back and slaps Mysterio. Edge continues pouncing him, so the referee backs him up again. Edge goes for his rear, but Rey Mysterio runs in to stop him. Edge shoves his friend away. Damien Priest pulls Rey out of the ring and gives him a broken arrow on the commentary table. The cameraman totally missed that. In the ring, Finn Balor attacks Edge from behind. The referee calls off the match. The winner by disqualification, Edge. Edge fights back at Balor, pouncing him down in the corner. Ripley then hits Edge with the leg with a steel chair. She gives the chair to Dominic, who beats Uncle Edge's knee 4 times, and the chair is totally bent. Dominic sets the chair up, and then puts Edge leg on the chair. Finn Balor goes to the top Rope hits a vicious coup de grace onto Edge's leg. Edge screams in pain and holds his leg. Judgment Day stands together in the ring as the crowd boos. Okay, and then Monday Night Raw goes off the air. Now I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say this right now. Monday Night Raw was a 5 out of 10. Period. And that's all I gotta say. Monday Night Raw was a 5 out of 10. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my WWE Raw review and highlights, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below on what are your thoughts on Monday Night Raw. I give this show a 5 out of 10. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that red button and turn on those notifications when I premiere a brand new video or go live on YouTube. Follow my social media on my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. This your boy, Big Boy FactsjonnyTV. Kept your crew, kept your kings. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang.